Well, June 24, not the fight again, and ECSL done the work turn around for make sure say Salon gets free, fair, and violence-free elections. Well, ECSL be don't pull campaign dates in Ado for all the political party them, and for can't talk about how they don't dey carry on their political party, I don't dey carry on with the different campaign them, and how also they plan for give Sierra Leoneans free, fair, and violence-free elections. We want to welcome Mohamed Toure, Director of Operations na ECSL. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning, thank you.
All right, from that brief background there, the ECSL they work now. It's going to go on for make sure say they're able to handle the elections free, fair, and transparent one. The ECSL also be don't give campaign dates to all the 13 registered political party them across the country. Give you updates so far from one of the monitor the political party them waiting on the happen.
Thank you very much. We don't, like you say, we don't declare campaign open, and so far the political parties they on and about the campaign in the various districts, and the campaign largely has been in compliance with waiting we put in the regulations with regards the do's and don'ts of the campaign. Of course, we don't get some concerns by some political parties, but the PPRC, Political Parties Regulation Commission, we really not in responsibility for monitor the activities of political parties. They look into those issues. We now, the ECSL, we get little for do when it comes to the campaign, as long as we don't declare the campaign and we don't tell them, say, we are responsibility now basically declare when campaign start and when campaign end. Then we throw the ball in the court of we sister AMB, we the PPRC, we then get the responsibility for monitor political parties as they go on and about with the campaign process.
So in line with which you say, even though na PPRC getting managed for regulating political party on a different activity, we're not concerned with the political party they make to own in PPRC exactly?
Well, political parties don't really make concern to it. We not get no correspondence.
But you say there is concern.
No, well, I say not social media. Basically, we I'm concerned with the race, but no political party no right to the CSL for express concern about the campaign timeline, because we are responsible now for determining who that campaign, when and where, and that we don't do. And I should say we not be cover that activity today. It been very transparent. All the political parties be very appreciative of the manner in which we do one, and it been going very well. So far, no political party never complain with regards the campaign days or the campaign timeline or result for campaign.
All right, we host the leader for the PMDC now, the presidential candidate, and he make mention of the dates now some districts them we ECSL GAM, get dates, but dates way order according to when independent candidates say for campaign, and he say the ECSL say he can still go ahead with a new campaign. How true is that?
Well, on the day of campaigning for balloting for campaign timeline, PMDC I remember very well we did it, and then ballot, and they been select days for campaign. So for make somebody talk say they're not being get campaign days, they be strange. All political parties on that day be engaged, be involved in the balloting, and then ballot for days. Waiting, this has been done. For political parties, we only submit presidential candidate and not submit no other candidate in any of the districts for any of the elections. We join them together with independent candidates in the various districts. Because let's look at this. You send in candidates for presidential election only. We're not sending in candidates for chairperson, councillor, mayor, parliamentary in any of the districts. And the balloting was done at district. So how they will factor you in this district where you not get any candidates in any of these districts? So for those ones, for those political parties will not get any candidates in any of the districts. waiting the party, waiting the commission do basically was that because we allocate days for the campaigning of independent candidates. With those days, we now will not be give candidates in those districts we can join the independent candidates for campaign. But as long as you submit political party candidates for an election in any district, you definitely get a day in that district for campaign.
So let we look at now the don't make it clear with regards political party them we just sending presidential candidates and not other candidates for councils and, chairpersons. Parliamentary, sorry. So let we look at based on NEC calendar, about almost 3 weeks to the elections. Usaude from NEC.
Well,
ECSL, sorry.
Yes, a lot of things go on. Of course, at this time, we get so many things we do at the same time. Recruitment of polling staff they go on. Then a very huge activity because we get for recruit more than 91,000 staff. So it's a massive recruitment nationwide. We be done put out adverts. Now an online application. You can apply online or you can fill the form online and print them and submit them physically. That's they go on the deadline for the application on the 6th. We receive non-sensitive materials at the warehouse. We say we don't begin for in the next couple of days. We'll begin for pack non-sensitive materials for the polls. Printing of the voter register done complete. Packing of the register they go on. Printing of the sensitive materials don't start. Again, that's if they continue. We deep and look at we materials available, the usable materials in the district, usable materials like ballot boxes and other materials we've been get before we go for use again. We try for put them together and get it ready. So many things they go on at different times.
So then preparation here, go make like you say ECSL the above then game for ensure say June 24 everything about the election go on smoothly.
We very much set, very much ready. Of course, now time process we very cognizant of the fact say the guy who they do a unique job. We not get the luxury for the far date. Unlike many other work, where you get date say you for deliver on this day or you promise say I will do this on this day. If you can't pack, just easy for me to say, oh well, I'm not gonna meet up again. We'll do our next step. But we not get a luxury there. We're conscious of that, and that make we do all we power for ensure say come June 24 we are set and ready.
Apart from them preparation where you don't state so now don't put in place. Another aspect we important we also they in line with them preparation here. We know the voter register, we know the out yet to the public. And this is a lot of topic of discussion. How far ECSL they on that for ensure say the voter register come on time?
Well, again, when you say voter register, not the out to the public. I wonder what exactly they refer to because we know they ever give voter register out to public.
So how much people understand this and why did they raise the concern?
Well, I don't know how many people understand this, but I know say sometimes people understand either that they raise maybe out of ignorance or of the process of the electoral process, or a deliberate attempt for create mischief, because the commission in the first place no get any legal obligation for give out voter register. The commission don't always give itself a moral obligation for give out voter register to political parties, and we don't do them in all electoral cycles, and we did do them in this cycle also. It's no different.
How much, though una dey on the verge of going close to the thin line, but how much una still engage different political party them for let them not go dey raise concern we not really necessary, or also we go raise doubt of ECSL they work in line to the election when at June 24?
Well, interestingly, engaging political parties not necessarily means say if you're engaging, they're not going to raise concern. if the political party where is concerned, it was serious concern. Because make I tell you one thing, we don't engage political parties on several bases. The main opposition, for instance, the APC, we don't engage them bilaterally. In other words, the commission endorses the party, not once, not twice. We don't write to them letter telling them waiting what they do, waiting what they up to. They don't go meet with our office. We don't sit down talk. Waiting what they up to from low understand the point of view, may they understand who's the point of view. So engagement is not the issue, because engagement it takes place very well. And the chairperson they always maintain say indoors are always open for engagement, for discussions. And whenever political parties they write, we always find time for accommodate them, can discuss their concerns and challenges. So not so the issue of engagement, not like when they engage, but even when you engage, sometimes for some people, when their mind is made up, it's made up. So it seems as if that's not the issue. Because come back to the issue. From when the ECSL released the final voter registration figures in December, release them by districts and then total. The first thing we, the main opposition see as a comment was that no, they're not too appreciate what we release. What they want now a disaggregated data by center. We tell us no, that you can get now, because election is a process, not time. There are several other activities we go for take place. We go for conclude one day before we go able to give out we disaggregated data.
But you know, eventually get forgive them out.
We don't give out that disaggregated data by center. We don't put it on website. Now, when we put it on website, because disaggregated data would be the asked for as at that time. Now, it disaggregated data by center. How many people register in this center? How many people register in this center, etc. Because which will be released in December. Now, the disaggregated data by district. They say no, what do they want by center? But we say we can't give you this figure now because of A, B, C, and D. And the reason to be very clear. One was, for instance, we can for the transfer of registration. If they transfer registration, then you can't give out data now. Later on, when you transfer, you will find out say one side will reduce, one side will increase. So because of that, we say we know the key. Not until we don't conclude all of these, we don't issue card out. And the moment we conclude the card issuing and the transfer of registration, the commission put on its website the national data by center. Wherein for every polling center, we put the number of voters they registered there, and we also give number of polling stations. Then once we don't conclude that, they come back and say no, so that we ask for. We ask for is aggregated voter register.
Right, if you listen.
Which we give, and we give very soon to all political parties, not just to one political party.
Well, we still get Mohamed Toure, Director of Operations, na ECSL this morning. They talk about preparation ahead of the June 24 elections, as we get almost about 18 days now to elections. And he don't talk about recruitment of staff, how ECSL don't focus and they work stronger now. Then don't they secure non-sensitive material, printing of the voter registration, and many more. Well, let me come to security of the ECSL. Different, issues in the past, concerns in the past, but also concerns about security for the ECSL offices and also member them where they work there. How security there for the ECSL from now to elections day?
Yes. If you can recall, when the chairperson of the commission will take over, one thing we don't always make clear is that the seat of the chairperson of the commission very hot, and because with them, they follow social media, they follow the threats on with property, them with the various offices as well as threats to individual staff. the security sector very robust, then don't deploy in all of with this office system nationwide, the warehouse, na Wellington, they don't beef up security at the various office system, and because even before now we don't always get security personnel and deployed out to offices, but with the elections drawing closer, they don't beef up security, and we be in constant touch with them within a particular forum wherever, whenever we get a security threat, we communicate with them, and they take prompt action.
So looking at previous election, we don't happen. Timeliness and availability of voting material in Pogona polling center can always be challenged, especially in the hard to reach area them. From previous one, we don't happy with the ECSL law land, we for make sure say this June 24, then particular challenge them not pop up.
Yes, you very right. One thing we don't learn is that we need for allocate more days to deployment. Before now, 1 day we can allocate to deployment of materials. The training of staff, especially the lower cadre staff, they take place on the eve of polls at the various polling centers. And we don't realize they don't help we, because it puts constraint on we for the deployment of personnel as well as materials. So this time around, the training of the lower cadre will be concluded 2 days before June 24th. So which means with a complete training the election in the rains, we hope and pray that on that day it not rain, but of course we need to bank on hope and then prayers. We're going to put mechanisms in place for ensure say we do what we do for see how best we would deal with the situation in the event it occur. So we don't identify places, centers where require, of course, when I know say most of the centers are schools, school structures, barriers, etc. But most of these schools and barriers not able for accommodate all of the polling stations then for the polling, because unlike registration, for instance, where not just one team go today for polling, we forget in one center we get more than one polling station. We get some center, we get 15 polling stations now, Western Rural, for instance. So we don't identify all of them placed there, and we don't decide for construct booth. We construct booth in these places. Of course, we not get the means for construct permanent structure. We stand heavy storm, because even we build house, if breeze blows too heavily, it even on road for the wall. So we know they can't talk say we got a mechanism for put structure in place. We go ensure say if it rain, no matter what, it will be protected. But we do all in power for ensure say for every polling center we require boot construction. We say we not go before host all of the staff them in the classrooms or in the buildings. We construct boots for prevent rain from disturbing the process.
As political party them still carry on within campaign at different side them na the country, some community people them na Rokel, Maje Town, Kosotong and Mile 13. Na the Western world don't say President Bio inside in 5 years don't build school, hospital, add electricity and do more thing them when a development in them na different community them. Then people are talk this way President Bill and take all of them from the Sierra Leone People's Party go do the campaign na different party na the western area rural. Well, for more this issue, let we listen to Yeno Kabia as a report.
June 5 this year, now been the same way the Electoral Commission of Salon been give to the Sierra Leone People's Party for do the campaign na Rokel Village, Kosotong, Majetong and Mile 13 na the Western World districts. For sake of the June 24 election, inside in Waka na then different community na the Western World districts, the President Julius Madabio be tell thank you to community people for the support we in say they don't they get to in government inside the past 5 years and self be asked them for votes for them back inside the June 24 election. So community community people na the Western world this state been dey welcome the President Julius Maada Bio na the community wey this according to them people show say President Bio na president wey care for him people them. Cyrus Sheriff, na the SLPP district chairman na the Western world this state, say them kind support here with the president gets na in this state. Show say people na this community glad for the development in them where the presidents don't do, and safe say they're ready for add party vote where them begin the president inside the 2018 general election.
Your Excellency, sir, leader of the great SLPP, on behalf of the district, Constituency 111, we want to welcome you and the entire entourage to this district and Constituency 111. You see today a demonstration of the resilience of people and the love for the SLPP. Come rain, come shine, what you see today, and for sure you say, and the people of Sierra Leone say, Constituency 111, where you forget less than 10 votes now. The people of this district and 111, they show say no more, we get less than 10 votes. Now we get massive votes.
Waiting President Bio in Waka mean for community people na the Western world these states.
Ina Maria to Kamala, they smart on them. Me like me all feel what I feel mix up and box up for. Mix up and back home. Lamine for answer. I don't know how I feel today. I feel happy. Our lady and the can be people say because we dey command that again for President Bio. When she President Bio left Bio, she command that the camp for Kasiri. We self command that again.
Me na Memuna to say, call me Aiti Memuna, me na the National Women's Bloggers President. I feel so emotional, you know, exactly where I see big people there, all father, all mommy them, young girl them. They say, he left the rain can and the tower under there. Me sister, if I tell you something, person we're not good, they're not the suffer under rain for them.
Then community people Kailahun say President Bio inside in last 5 years and be able to go to water, light, hospital, school and plenty other developments them na the community.
President Bio promise we development. He give we picking a free education. President Bio make sure say he give we new airport, he give we new roads, he give we new bridge. President Bio now the first president ever in history was people 1,300,000 for nothing. They give people them. Poor people are over 50,000 people them benefits from that money there. President Bio get chance to go second term, third term, we go vote and vote and vote and vote and vote for development.
Me let me so first, please be make I be don't turn to about. Number one, so be sincere how they tell you so. Instead make I don't finish my education, that's how they FCC. You know how they know that SLPP post back, I never pay for the data. So I'm glad it was. And they vote, I don't do more back when they can support back for both song and back.
I'm in Rachel Honor. Well, these are the first way you don't go campaign out, where you come. And to be surprised, see over 1,000 people when they out, when they dance under the rain, they get the power, they say they come out, they honor the rain, not only for dancing on the sun, they want dance on the rain, for sure say they love the power. And everybody, including the minister, government officials, everybody they not do under the rain, they enjoy the dance. Now we expect for this crowd, taking into consideration 2018. And what will happen now? Now Western, rural, Western urban, and even here outside the Sona Hotel. The amount of people that will come out, especially young people there, middle-aged people there, where they come out, women there. It shows that the government they do well. And all what the government don't do, people that appreciate that.
Where in the talk, the President Julius Maada Bio say, then can support here in gets na the Western world this state. Show say the SLPP party don't work na salon where this making say them party na peaceful party we focus on developments.
Rain no rain with a need no so. Okay, I don't come with a simple message. The time don't come for more vote again also. We for make sure say we vote who take on that day. My APC, APC don't kind of power. APC, they're not good for themselves, they're not good for this country. The message is simple. Whether they come, let all man go vote. Everybody will don't register for go vote. I mean they appeal to all party members, including Australian, that we will make that election day, the 24th of June, a peaceful day, no violence in this country. When you make people no violence, because of the violence, they will make you vote. They're not giving voter card for go fight. They're giving voter card for go make decision about what I'm going to do with president, what I'm going to do with councillor, member of parliament, district council, what is all?
In same way, so call on supporter them na the Western World District for make sure say when they vote inside the June 24 election, make them not vote for party or color, but make them vote for development.
If you love yourself, you respect your mom, sister, and you begin there when I get begin there. APC, you know, forever, put them on your view. I go tell when I say, that man where they under, you know, even worthy for make an open mouth and call your name. Now the big one and the ceremony, now the big one there, at the highest level, make a tell you this. So inside the APC, and in the ceremony for me, the cost of mama there. They don't get policy. They don't get nothing for school picking. They don't get nothing for woman there. They don't get nothing for young man there. They don't get nothing for agriculture. They don't get nothing for anything. They're not good for themselves. They're not good for this country.
The president carry on for call on supporter them na the SLPP party for talk to other people in the district for make sure say them vote for the SLPP party as in say in one win this election without no one off.
Time don't come for vote back, not so. I know say we now resolute as to who say we get for vote. But if we say no runoff, not get for day, we get for convince with sisters and brothers there, we be not straight going at that wrong party, the APC, you know so. We get for bring them come back. We get for increase the number. We get for bring them come back. Because we number not do for, now we avoid the run-up. No, so the second way, when we get for do them, now for make sure say everybody will register. Then vote on the 24th of June.
President Julius Madabio end up tell thank you to community people na the Western World District for the kind welcome we in say then give na them district. We this make him be ask them for votes for him as in say he gets plenty development in them we in want for do inside in people's manifesto for radio democracy. Ye no kabia the reports.
And we still get Mohamed Toure, Director of Operations from the ECSL. They have to talk about the preparation ahead of the June 24 elections. We don't talk plenty in them. We don't talk about how NEC prepare for give free, fair, and violence-free elections. Now let we come talk more about the ID card. Make ECSL, sorry, be done close the side that we play before go take. Will be open officially, but be asked that people can go on a different district office system where una be say if you go get your ID card. Some people, according to them, gets challenged where they can go there, they know they can give them their ID card. So when I don't get a kind complaint there, so and if people still can go take their ID card.
Yeah, yes, thank you so much again. The commission be done give directive to the deputy staff them that they can continue for the distribute voter registration cards between the hours of 3 to 5 o'clock every day from Monday to Friday. So this they go on nationwide. People they go to the various district offices for collect the voter cards. Are very much aware of some challenges we staff that face now Western Urban Office. We say we throngs of people they can go. Like yesterday, there was almost riot day, where people then go there. Then amongst them, you can get some people then will be so rowdy. Some people then somebody begin video. They make comments for social media. Say they get for stop them from doing that. With the appeal to the public that the commission they take a lot of effort for ensure we continue for give out voter registration cards, because as of now we staff them all over very busy. We're doing other things we crucial to the elections. Card distribution we can always as a commission give a dedicated time to run for distribute cards, and even though the dedicated time will be given don't pass, the commission still believes say we still need for go the extra mile for say how best we can accommodate people and we not being able for their own for collect the cards. But with the appeal that people not for take advantage of this and think say when they go now the offices therefore be rowdy and be chaotic, because like I say we staff them several tasks. For now we ask them for me in fact do inventory of most of the usable materials, then they check ballot boxes them in the various district offices for ensure say we check ballot boxes that are available and waiting we get. So if you go, you meet, then they do work and they tell you say okay, we say 3 o'clock, can't 3 o'clock. Then I think say we all need to abide by that one, so that's way before continue for the get cards. But like I say, the commission we don't get directive that for the continue for get cards between 3 to 5, and that's they happen in all district offices.
So how una really get for balance this? Because already ECSL be don't make a known to the public say even without your voter ID card, just with your slip and other system one I don't put in place, people can still vote. Looking at the timing, una think say this not the right time for let people go in crowd and haste forget the ID card. We wanna get a more better preparation for make for the June 24 election.
I get your point very well. The commission, they look into that. We still there of the view that it is better for me to get your card for vote because it makes the process much easier for you and much convenient for you. Because if you don't get your card and you go vote, in as much as not having the card not go stop you from voting, it will inconvenience you a little bit when you vote. So we advise people them for getting cards. But of course, if we realize say giving out cards now got a tendency for create more chaos, the commission might look into that one.
In line with the preparation, another important factor na accreditation and presence of people before the voting center on June 24. In that stage day of preparation, also ECSL day.
Yes, the Department of External Relations when they lead the area there, they in full gear. Then the commission will roll out an online accreditation platform where now in would expect political parties therefore use. Of course, for international observers, they apply. All international partners we intend for observe election don't they apply, and the process of giving them accreditation we don't commence. For political parties and local observers, the department will roll out an online accreditation platform with they use for able for track all the way they serve as participants or observers.
What about the presence of particular people like party stakeholder them? So we for they around particular voting center them.
Well, we they expect party stakeholders for their own polling center. We expect political party agents because that's why political party agents are there. Their role now for serve as the eyes and the ears of the political parties. So we need to get political party agents and we get political party stakeholder. So we not go and get we need to be get that straight. Political party agent is there to serve as the eyes and the ears of the very political parties. We need to get
this audio, they don't come out for disrupt the whole process. How focused is the commission for CC on keep in line with work ethics, making sure give Salonians a free, fair, and violence-free elections?
Yeah, yes, indeed, the social media na a challenge, in this electoral phase. People they go on social media, put any kind of comments, make any kind of statements by the commission. Where sometimes the commission even when the commission respond, the response of the commission they spread as the fake viral message. For instance, this morning somebody drew my attention to something on social media where somebody video na Kailahun the video when they clean ballot boxes them. They talk things like I say, so election not gonna be credible because they clean ballot boxes. They begin wonder how cleaning ballot boxes relate to conducting election were credible. These are ballot boxes we don't use from 2018. They don't map. We they clean them now for getting ready for use for June 24th. How cleaning of that ballot box get for do is credible election. So these are all the challenges. But of course, we therefore also rely on the intelligence of the people of this country for me to understand say some of these things are distractions. Now, a deliberate attempt for me to distract the ECSL and for paints the ECSL in a very negative light. We at the commission, they work overboard. I tell you, there are some of my colleagues who for the past months, they sleep in their homes. They sleep now Tally Center and they sleep in our warehouse because they for insurance for put things in place. But these are things where people don't see. People can just see, say, somebody could just go on national media and just talk, say, commission not ready, not prepared. People are sacrificing themselves because one for ensure, say, will deliver a credible election because that is what the commission stands for. The commission for the past years, in 2007, we don't deliver. In 2012, we don't deliver. In 2018, we don't deliver. For no reason, we're going to make in 2023, we don't for deliver. Because we're not a progressing commission, now grow with the grow. And again, I must also emphasize this. 80% of who they in the commission so don't they in the commission as far back as 2007. Me where they are, I joined the commission in 2005. I don't conduct 2007 election, 2012, 2018. By going in power, I will conduct 2023 elections. So we all done there, we all done witness, we say we don't conduct credible elections, we don't get international acclamations. We're very determined for ensure say we continue in that trajectory because for now the commission is being viewed as one of the best commissions in sub-Saharan Africa. People do not know this, but whenever we go out in international fora for discourse, for get trainings, we staff they always stand out, and we stand out not because of any other thing, we stand out because of the caliber of staff we the commission get. So we're not in a position for mortgage that caliber and that quality at all.
So in line with the ballot box, one thing where people don't they get now that the issue of saying ECSL Salon go lend some ballot box from Guinea ECSL now one way not too clear. Now that you're there, you can make that clear to listener and viewer them.
Yes, again, the commission as we stand, we need something like 47,000 ballot boxes for the first rounds, and we need close to 12,000 ballot boxes if we go second round. Now, which in total put together something like 59,000 ballot boxes. The commission by itself gets up to around 38,000 ballot boxes and more. But of course, it's not going to be enough 100% for the first round because we in the commission with a plan. We have a plan for the first round, with a plan for a possibility of second round. So the 38,000 plus ballot boxes we will get, not enough. Therefore, we look at which sister country, when I Guinea, for made them to ballot boxes. And again, may I come back? This is not the very first time with the commission, they go out to other electoral bodies for lent electoral materials. We don't lend voting screen from Liberia. We don't lend materials from Nigeria. We don't lend materials from Ghana in the past elections. So this is not the first time. And besides, this is something where ECOWAS, they preach. Because ECOWAS, they preach for cut down on election cost. Election is very, very, very much expensive. And the best way for cut down on election cost, now for collaborate with other partners who say if you need this material, go take them to your next partner, use them, you go turn back. Instead of you spend money, you buy them, then in back we ready, you spend money, you buy your own. With the moment you use them, you don't need it again. So because of these reasons, in the spirit of collaboration and in the spirit of adherence to ECOWAS protocol, we don't go Guinea. For me, the Guinean authorities, they lend up to 11,000 ballot boxes. This is not just a small fraction of what you would need. This never complements the effort of what we get. By the way, the Guinean ballot boxes there, we go for use them only in western area urban and western area rural. So you can imagine, say, all the other districts there, there are 14 electoral districts there, all your ballot boxes that would use. So the idea where some people they get like say we not get no ballot box, just go let ballot boxes in Guinea for conduct all election, it's completely untrue.
So Mr. Tori, at this stage, I mean, Also, you go say ECSL in terms of preparation, 80, 90%, if you want to put on yourself on a preparation scale.
Within 90%, because within now we all things they in place. Like I say, we don't start for receive non-sensitive materials, and we begin for pack non-sensitive materials, printing of all sensitive materials they on course. So within 90%, and we believe say and convince say we're on course for deliver June 24th.
All right, finally now let we look talk more about the resources money, government fund almost the whole electoral process, but also get support from other development partners them. So how is it when it comes to resources money for though you say 90%, 10%? Is there any issue about money for conduct this election?
For the funding, we grateful to the government, because the government, this is the very first election where is almost 100% funded by the government, and we're grateful. We not get the challenge we get in the last election cycle. With regards to funding, we very comfortable when it comes to funding, and I should say we not get any information. Say for instance, we don't conduct election exercise, we not pay, we staff there, we not do this. Now we are very comfortable when it comes to funding, and we thank God we thank the Ministry of Finance and the team for really supports the electoral process.
All right, so thank you very much, Mohamed Toure, Director of Operations at ECSL. This morning, he talked about preparation for conduct the June 24 election, and according to him, he say the 90% completion of everything, and they're ready for run the elections.
We're planning to thank we will guest Mr. Toure inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much.